Guys, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I finally got my spec. You probably thinking to yourself,
The Broly weapon.
no, nerd. This weapon has been scrapped and it's finally my spec and nobody's gonna have it. Which doesn't even work, to be honest with you. But that's besides the point. I look like I look like that. Like, come on, bro. I was strut walking. And I'm starting to think about it. I low-key don't even want it no more. He's gonna fall to the map. He's gonna fall to the map. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh my god, dog. This. No, my fucking. Man, never again will I ever use this weapon. You know what? I'd rather drip than drown. You know what I'm saying? You can't never go wrong, bro. The same way how I got caught with the Doom glasses. They look too clean. I don't give a. Let me be honest with you, but I don't give two rats. But it did look clean though. Really clean. It looked clean though. But anyway, that's besides the point. The thing is that what it does currently, everything that I'm finna explain here, this weapon is scrapped, okay? This weapon is not coming. I think they might rework it. This is the last thing Central worked on, I believe so. But obviously he didn't get to finish it due to all allegations, which we'll talk about the next part. But I'm gonna explain exactly what we all came for. So the neutral crit, it does a low punch that stuns you about 1 to 2 seconds. Like, everything is buggy. This whole weapon is buggy. I wasn't even supposed to, like, really. I shouldn't win any of these. When you jump, the critical with it throws like a big ass Zero ball. And if you get near it, somebody, it's supposed to like bring them up there. And I try my best not to use it in the air because it will just fall. They'll just fall in the air. It will just both stick us together like 2 peas in the pot, and they'll just fall to the map. I get iframes and I win. But I don't want to do that because it's not fair for me to do something like that. So every time I do the glitch, I'll just leave. So my whole win-loss record is all cooked. But you can't even lie, bro. I look kind of clean with the Broly cosplay. Now, let's say if this did work, I wouldn't even want to use it. If I'm being honest with you, if everything worked, I still wouldn't want to use it. It just doesn't feel. I feel like the Grimjaw crit is the best thing. I don't think anything else will beat that. Maybe with the universal weapon, who knows? No, you know, the creator who's making it, which is Nose Rep, but I've seen some pretty interesting ideas. I kind of helped a little bit of suggesting one thing. One thing I would say for sure, it's relatively related to one of the universal weapons that's in the game. That's all I can say. It's close to that in that terms of that universe. So we'll see what he can cup up. But I would say one thing about it does, when you M1, the 2 M1s, M1 punches, the second one like lunges you a little bit, and the third M1 does a stomp, which does that crit. It's like I could never pronounce it. It's like notoriety, whatever you want to call it. When you stomp, it just oh, there we go again. I messed up. Yeah, I suck. But essentially what it does, you can see I punch, you kind of lunge me there. It would do the notoriety crit where if you stomp, it's, you know, cripples them, and that's not that bad, but realistically wise, cripples getting hit 3 times. The M1s are slow as hell. I would confidently say it's as slow as Taekwondo. So good luck with that. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just rare material. I can't believe this is something I waited for. You gotta be careful what you ask for. But besides that, it's like I said, this is scrapped. They might return it. I think it's free content just because people can have. I guess, you know, this would be like Formus style 4 long cards, you know, something like that of that nature, so they can be interesting. Mind you, this is a keto build, a keto weapon too. I didn't bother to try it because I couldn't use any of the keto function, which is the Zero balls and shit like that, so it's kind of, you know, rip. GG's. But anyway, what I want to speak about is the Central situation. So from the time of this recording, this whole week and earlier of those couple days is the craziest I've seen regarding about Type Zone. This might be as big as the Central allegation when he groomed, but those are allegations, the grooming situation. And I don't want to speak too much about that, but I want to speak about is the whole reason that boy got fired. You know, everything is allegation wise, but a lot of stuff is coming to light, which kind of shows your transparency. If you know, a lot of stuff is gonna happen. You know, when he ended up leaking the percentage of how much people are gaining, and then the higher ups didn't really speak too much about it. Only person that really spoke up about it was like Josh, and Josh is like one of the main developers. So I guess we won't ever get a real response from like the owners like Chaotix or fucking Vivi or fucking like the other niggas. The Goro say it, as a matter of fact. But then again, he one thing I want to give Setro prop for, he did make the game, and I said this in my live stream. I was the first. I really gave my first initial reaction live on my Twitch. Y'all should go follow that. I really don't plug it for real, but when I see what's going on about the whole situation, I still want people to understand that Setro was the one who revived Type Soul and will always get that credit. Okay. But then again, I also want to speak about how I would say there is a lot of stuff that's coming to light of what he been doing, allegation-wise, where he wasn't paying enough devs. And the thing is, people are going to say that he did pay the devs. I want to stay neutral about this whole situation. I'm a human, so it might sound like I'm going the other side. I just want to let y'all know, and I want you guys to understand how I feel, where there is no correct side. I want y'all to get that to your brain. There is no correct side, okay? There's some evil done on both sides. I just want y'all to understand, to put that in perspective. Don't let anybody deter how you think about it. If you think Setro did it wrong, or you think the main devs did it wrong, that's what makes us human. We have the ability to, you know, state our opinions on topics that are, you know, that's going on in the community that we play. Okay? And I always try to say stay neutral. Mind you, the main thing the community wants is more content, balanced game. That's all we want, okay? We still want, you know, balanced content. I mean, then again, not everything's gonna be balanced. It's just somewhat can be balanced or somewhat doable. I'd rather deal with something annoying rather than something overly powerful. Like what I'm fighting. Look at this medic weapon. But anyway, I think I will say one thing I will say Setro life for sure is the balancing thing. I've always want to say this. This is the only thing I can talk about because I was in the balancing Discord. That nigga, we did not balance a lot. And the only time he only did like a meeting was twice out of the 4 months that we was in the balance court. We have done nothing as a unit. The only thing that I've tested for was the devs that asked me to test or I contributed test for, which I tested for Nuova. I tested for Thunder Shunko. I tested for, you know, Snow. I kind of tested for Scythe. Those are the things I did. Setro did not give me those to test for him. And the stuff that he said that allowed people to test, which is the healing, I can't really help that much for testing. And mind you, they only tested that for a day. When I want to test something that's 3 or 4 days before it come out. Granted, stuff can change, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I just want to let y'all boys know, we didn't start doing that till almost a week before he got fired or demoted. I still know he got percentage. I know he still got percentage, I think, for sure. From the time of this recording, it could inevitably get changed tomorrow or the day before. Who knows? You never know. But like I said, one thing I would speak for the matter is that balancing, we did not balance as much as he made it sound to be. He made it sound like we did it a lot. I just know we did not. Okay, there's even been a GIF where it says, Setro, let us test, let us do something where, you know, and I can get a lot of people who's on the balancing team to vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing I can speak for. Now, what I want to take back is I can't speak on the stuff that he did for the community. Okay, all I can say, and I would like to always say, is he did revive Type Soul. You know, that's the only thing I would speak about. One thing if he's ever watching this video, one thing I would tell him about is, if I was him, negotiate the deal before immediately going over the internet or telling somebody else about the situation. You know, I wish that I feel like between him and the ownership, there was a miscommunication. I strongly believe that there was, and then some things were just blown in proportion, and, you know, a lot of damage control had to get done. You know what I'm saying? If I was him, I would negotiate 2 to 3%. Sometimes you got people understand it's a dog eat dog world. Now, I want to speak about the not Dave situation. At the time of this recording of July 22nd, apparently Dave got in a little situation about an underage girl. These are all allegations. I'm just letting you know what I'm hearing. But before we speak a little bit about that, I do want to speak about how he will handle Type Soul. Everybody know, if you played Type Soul when it first released, not before the re-release, he was the original dev to pick up the mantle. But I think there's a lot of misconception that he picked up the mantle at the beginning with Type Soul release. He didn't pick it up towards almost the ending of Type Soul. Before Type Soul was dying, he was implemented as the head dev. He wasn't there when it first came out. That was the original owners. Dave just had to pick it up after the other devs. So I would say people are not being quite fair to him, because how you guys say he will kill Type Soul because of his old past work, where Setro, there's a little favoritism where Setro was caught doing something he wasn't supposed to do, but people were quick to forgive him. I think Setro deserves a second chance. I think Dave deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Both parties done wrong things in their past. I mean, maybe David's situation is a little less worse than the allegations thrown on Setro, which is not fair. I just think everybody deserves a chance, but it comes a price you have to pay. Now speaking back to the first thing I did, I don't know if any of those all those pictures are true, because a lot of things are easy to fabricate. I'm not trying to defend anybody, but come on, y'all boys, you can't just take things at face value. There's got to be some proof. I said the same thing when Setro was, alleged. There's allegations on him talking about he was talking to a kid, or not a kid, but like someone underage. Like, You gotta see, like, bro, the internet is so easy to fabricate information. And that's why I say you have to remain very neutral on things, because everything is so easy to get altered. But hopefully, you know, Dave's not the person that we think he is, and all those pictures could be fake. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a flying fuck who's the current developer, the new dev. We can bring back Setro, bring back David, bring back, I don't care. All I want is new content, a fun game to play. That's all I care about. Now, how would this affect Type Soul's future? I do not know. I know this week on the Friday we should get a lot of new stuff. I can't say what we're getting. I know the devs now are very communicative. Like, you know, we're getting, I think, 2 new weapons. I think, no, 1 confirmed weapon. The other weapon I'm talking about might be a lie. You know, Hakuda is eating. Fine, no Lee. Rework is in the makes. I think the Hakuda rework is being worked on. I can't wait for that. I'll be very happy. I'm gonna shed a tear because I've been waiting for the past 3 weeks. Nah, fuck that. 2 months. But that's one thing I'm happy for, and hopefully, you know, Dave can prove people wrong. Nah, actually no, not specifically Dave. Whoever is gonna be the new developer, the new head dev, or anybody, hopefully Type Soul can just bring back as a community. I remember the time where everybody was having fun, not so much drama, allegations being thrown left and right. It gets tiring. Yeah, drama's cool and all, but it gets very tiring. You know what I'm trying to say? But it just comes down to what's gonna happen. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to see. One thing I do want to speak about is the new Hell leak. In my opinion, it kind of looks cool. You know, granted, those things could change because those are Cetro's shit. Those are Cetro's assets. So I don't know, maybe the Type Soul owners can buy it off of him just to save some work, because I think it's useful. It's useless for them to do that, and I think it's smart. I think it's smart if Setro just sold him the asset, or the same amount that he spent for it, so it can just break even. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess Hell would definitely be delayed a little bit, because a lot of those stuff were Setro assets, like he said he paid for. So, you know, you just gotta wait. I'm not really too pressed about Hell. I mean, they can still keep upgrading the main game. They don't have to necessarily get Hell out. There's not another Bleach game they got to compete for. You know what I'm trying to say? They just need to do more quality of life. They just need to do more balancing. You know, give us a little bit of new stuff. If the Deep Woken players can last almost like 3 months, 4 months, or 5 months at, you know, Conquest, I'm pretty sure we can deal with, you know, if we can survive old type, we could definitely survive new type. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely do it. Now, it's gonna be I feel like the community right now was at a very weird spot, because if Dave mess up, it's gonna be bring back Setro. Well, it's gonna be part A or part B. Either A, Dave steps up and actually, you know, proves the community wrong, and everybody just let bygones be bygones, or B, Dave fucks up and Setro is the perfect choice. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Dave is in a lose-lose situation, because if he fucks up even once, they're gonna blame him for it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that fuck up, they're gonna point fingers. What the Type Soul community do right now is just pointing fingers at what's the cause. Even a lot of people were poking fun at Setro. You the reason why Hakuda it is, or Setro this, Setro that. Them niggas better than me. On bro, they start hitting ban things, because like, imagine getting bothered that much. You generally can't find peace and quiet. I would have had ping equals mute on my name even if you type that shit out. Maybe call me a dictator. I don't give a damn. But on some real shit, I just hope both of them niggas doing okay mentally. I know the internet is a very cool spot, and sometimes you gotta thug it out, or just, you know, flex your meat out, like, unironically. But this is the end of the video. All I gotta say is, fear God, not man.